Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So I wanted to do a smoky eye. I did one eye here. So I wanted to go ahead and show you guys how I do a smoky eye. So typically if you're new at smoky eyes, the key is to use transition colors, blending a lot, and going from light to dark. Also, if you're going to use black on your lid, which is what I did, I recommend using warm tones in your crease because that can help prevent it looking like you got punched in the eye, like you brought the blacks up too high. So using the warm tones is a really good contrast with the black. So I'm going to go in with my Modern Renaissance palette because it has a lot of nice orange colors in it, but you could use any palette that has colors like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and cover my entire lid with Tempera in the palette. It's just basics, light color right there, just as a base. I recommend always doing this, especially if you used an eye primer. That way you're making sure it's not tacky and you're making a nice smooth surface for your makeup. Don't mind my appearance today, guys. My hair is just washed. I didn't style it or anything. It's just straight and boring today. So as you know, I like to go in with my Morphe E27 a lot, and I'm going to go in with Burnt Orange, that color right there, and I'm going to start laying down some colors in the crease. Now I have mascara on just because I had to go out this morning and I wanted to put something on. By the way, this foundation is the Estee Lauder Double Wear. I put it on probably around 10 o'clock today and it is still pretty well. I repowdered my face, so you can see my highlight is still nice and bright. So if you're in the market for a foundation that is long wearing, I highly recommend the Estee Lauder. It works really great. I'm taking that burnt orange and I'm just putting that down to start putting some warmth in this area. Now that I have that down, I'm going to switch over to my Morphe M441 and I'm going to go in with the next orange, the darkest orange in the palette called the Ragar, and I'm going to go in and put that in the crease now to add even more warmth to my crease. Now, like I said in the beginning of the video, light to dark, that's what you want to do. Go in with a little bit, put down the color, look at it and see if you want more. So that's what I'm doing here. I started out with the lighter orange, now I'm going in with the darker orange, and just make sure you blend. Take your time blending. And this is actually a really easy smoky look I'm showing you guys because I'm using these warm colors. I'm pretty much keeping the dark mostly on my lid. So this is a pretty easy smoky eye to recreate. I'm not using super dark colors high up. So if you were to recreate this, I have confidence you would do a really good job. Now I'm going to switch over to another Morphe brush, my M433, which is a little bit smaller. And now I'm going to start darkening it up because I don't want to put black on my lid and then just have that orange. It's not going to be that gradual transition that I'm looking for. So I'm going to take Cypress Umber, the brown in the palette. I'm going to dip into my brush. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start laying this down, but this is as high as I'm going to go. I want to put it in where the fold is, where you can see the crease. And I'm going to start working some of this in there. So a little bit at a time. Now I'm going to dip in again because I want to build it up slowly. I recommend, like I said, light to dark. Use browns and then transition to the black colors so you have a nice blended transitioned look. As you know, I like that sharp line if you've been watching my videos. So I'm going to dip into the brown one more time, and I'm going to take something, I'm going to set it right here on my eye. I'm going to go like that. I'm going to bring it up into the crease. Like so. I had a little bit of fallout there, so let me brush that away. So now, guys, like I said, I'm just making sure we have a nice transition. It doesn't matter what's on the lid because we're going to cover the entire lid with the glitter. Okay. So now that I have that, there's no black in this palette. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into the Too Faced palette. Chocolate bar, because there's black in it. Decadent, you can use any black. You don't have to use these palettes just to get warm colors, but these happen to be my kind of go-to palettes right now that are just sitting in here. So I'm gonna tap a little bit of that onto the end and really work it into the crease because like I said, I want the black to blend and it be a seamless transition. So I'm just gonna take my time blending like so. So now you can start to see how the color is going up into that orange there. And I do not want to take the black high. I'm gonna go in with the E27, which I originally used. I'm just going over the top. There's no color on this. I just want to make sure we are nice and blended. Now I don't want to lose some of that warmth, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with my second Morphe brush that I used. I'm going to dip into Rygar again just to make sure I kept that orange and kept that warmth in there. Do one little quick dab and I'm going over the top of that brown and just blending it. And then I go in with the E27 again, making sure there's no product on it. And now just doing a quick little blend, sweeping it over like so. All right, guys. Now that I did that, let's just do the lower lash line before we go on to the glitter. So I'm going to take my Sephora eyeliner, not Sephora, Makeup Forever, which I got at Sephora. Put that in the waterline. And now I'm gonna go in and take Cypress Umber, the brown color, and I'm gonna put some of that on the lower lash line. I'm not using black because I don't want to close off my eyes too much. But I do want to add some color down there. Okay. Now we're going to go in with Stila eyeshadow. I really like these. This thing never wants to focus. There we go. This is Molten Midnight. I absolutely love these. They are my favorite. So we're gonna go ahead and just put this all over the lid, guys. Make sure you get it on the inner corner. I seriously love these shadows. So now, like I said, I had mascara on earlier, but I want to add like another fresh coat to it. So I'm going to just go in with the Too Faced Better Than Sex. I'm going to add a quick little coat. I'm not going to put falsies on today. And then just to add and make it look like I have a little bit more fullness, I'm going to take a liquid liner. I'm just running it right along the top of my lash line, kind of like what I do with my lashes. Like so. I'm going to finish off with some of this Wet n Wild setting spray. Oh, I almost forgot. We want to highlight the brow bone. So I'm going to go back into that palette. And then we are going to go in with the Primavera. It's that like pretty goldish color in the palette. We're going to go in with that on the brow bone. Add a little bit of a highlight. We're going to add it into our inner corner as well. I'm going to kind of sweep it in the lower lash line a little bit. There we go. So now I'm gonna set my face with this spray. I didn't really do my eyebrows today, guys. I don't typically do my eyebrows much anyway. I just try not to pluck them much, and I'll just run like a tinted brow gel through it. So that's just drying, but as you can see, guys, this is what I did. You can see how it's like transitioning up, and the warmth, like I said, helps keep the darkness on the lid where you want it and not too high, because that's when smoky eyes go wrong. It's when you bring them too high and then it just looks like you got punched in the head. So anyway, guys, that is how I do a quick smoky eye. It didn't really take me too long to do that. Like I said, if you have good products, good brushes, you don't have to sit there and blend forever as long as you're using pretty decent quality stuff. And those Morphe brushes that I use are really cheap, guys. They're not expensive brushes. So anyway, I hope you guys liked this quick little video on my smoky eye, and I hope you guys have a great weekend. All right, bye.